This morning, a letter arrived bearing the emperor's words.
Not a command from the palace, not an invitation. The seal belonged to an old acquaintance who serves near the imperial household. Inside was a copy of several thoughts Marcus Aurelius is said to write for himself. That detail matters. These were not polished speeches prepared for applause. They were reminders from a man with armies, petitions, illness, betrayal, and an empire competing for his attention. The emperor was not writing as someone who had defeated difficulty. He was writing as someone who expected to meet it again before nightfall. The letter is fictional. The ideas within it are drawn from the emperor's private reflections. The first thought was severe. Begin the day expecting to meet people who are meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, or difficult. At first, this sounds like pessimism. It is the opposite. Surprise gives irritation its sharpest edge. We do not merely object to another person's conduct. We object that such conduct was allowed to enter our day. But why should selfishness surprise us in a crowded city? Why should vanity surprise us near power? Why should impatience surprise us in a market where everyone believes his errand is the urgent one? Preparation does not excuse bad conduct. It prevents another person's character from taking command of ours. The next thought concerned work. When we resist rising, Marcus reminds himself that he was made to perform the work of a human being. Even emperors bargain with the morning. The lesson is not that rest is shameful. A body has limits, and wisdom does not punish the body for having them. The question is whether we are resting from necessity or hiding from the task because comfort has made a persuasive argument. I know the difference, though I sometimes pretend not to. There is always another reason to delay the difficult conversation, the honest account, the apology, the first page, or the long road. Duty rarely arrives with music. More often, it waits quietly, while comfort explains why tomorrow would be more suitable. Another passage turns obstruction into material for action. A blocked road may prevent the journey we planned, but it does not prevent patience, judgment, or useful work. An insult may prevent friendship, but it cannot prevent restraint. A loss may remove an external possession while leaving courage available. This does not mean every disaster is secretly good. It means circumstance does not exhaust our choices. The obstacle changes the task. It does not erase the possibility of acting well. That distinction is small enough to fit on a scrap of parchment and large enough to reorganize a life. I folded the letter and considered how easily philosophy becomes decoration. We admire a sentence because it sounds true. We repeat it. We place it where others can see that we have repeated it. Then the next delay arrives. Someone speaks carelessly, or our plans are ignored, and the sentence vanishes precisely when it is needed. So I chose one practice for the day. Before reacting, ask 3 questions. What actually happened? What judgment have I added? What useful action remains mine? The questions do not promise comfort. They create enough distance for choice. Perhaps that is why the emperor writes reminders to himself. Rank does not make a lesson permanent. Understanding it once does not mean we possess it forever. Tomorrow, the same people may test us. The same comfort may invite delay. The same obstacle may appear under another name. And so the work begins again. If this letter found you at the right moment, share it with someone facing a difficult day. Subscribe to the Stoic Archive and join me for the next road through the ancient world. For now, choose the useful action that still belongs to you.